Hello, hello, hello. How is everybody doing? Welcome to another Sunday Stream Salvation, a tutorial stream. But as most of you who are regulars here, you already know what's up. For those who are new here, this is a tutorial stream where I teach you all the cool things I know how to do, at least for OBS and Streamlabs and all that, and streaming. There's a lot of great things. Past streams, I've done a lot of good, cool things, and teaching you how to take a $10 1080p webcam and making it look like my pro camera here. I taught people how to take a DJ Scarlett. Thank you for the bits. Thank you for the bits. But anyway, I taught people how to take a handheld Rock Band USB microphone and make it sound just like a XLR microphone. New host as well, Faceless Melancholy. Thank you for the host. We're going to get some shout outs out of the way. Let me go get those done. First of all, we're going to start with John Blitz. Then we're going to go with DJ Scarlett, Cosmic Ricky, Peace to Hippies, Full Metal Gherkin, Hell Monkey, and Faceless. Got some more cheers going, guys, from John Blitz. So as you see, we got John Blitz playing right there. He is a Fortnite master and a master of Clash of Clans as well. So there we go with John Blitz. Make sure you check him out. He is part of Team Blitz, everybody. There's Boa Blitz, Billy Blitz, Bobby Blitz, Bando Blitz, and John Blitz. Make sure you definitely check the guys out. Thank you for the shout out. Anytime, Cosmic Ricky, I'm all about what I call stream love, which I will briefly talk about that in just a little while, but I'm all about stream love. It's a word that I kind of coined myself. New follower right there, guys. We got Cosmic Ricky with the follow. Thank you very much for that follow. As soon as the shout outs are over with, I'll continue in my talking. It's kind of hard to talk over the audio going on in my ear and to you guys. There is Cosmic Ricky right there, guys. Make sure y'all check him out. I don't know anything about him, but he is a Rocket League gamer, so definitely worth checking out, especially since he has a DeLorean there. So I definitely want to check that out. Since he's got a DeLorean there, it's a definite must check out for me, at least. All about the retro, guys. All about the retro. Yeet! So while we wait for this to go through, how is everybody doing? How was your weekends? That says, I still need to get clips. Yes, we do. The next time you stream Gherkin, I will be in your stream and I will clip the living fuck out of your streams. There is Peace to Hippies. Like me, he is a Fallout 76 player. Me, him, Boa Blitz, Billy Blitz, Bobby Blitz. A lot of us are Fallout 76 players. So if you like Fallout 76, make sure you go check out Peace to Hippies. Let them know that Retro sent you. We're going to wait for these to continue. Like I said, make sure everybody lets me know how y'all's weekends were. Did you have a good weekend? I actually had a really decent weekend. For those who don't know, Fallout 76 had a free weekend. There's Hell Monkey right there. As he says, he doesn't do much streaming anymore, but he is, believe it or not, he is one of my paranormal members. For those who don't know, I do a paranormal stream on Mondays, a paranormal discussion. You will always find Hell Monkey in one of my paranormal discussion streams for sure. He actually is a paranormal investigator himself, so it's always glad to have Hell Monkey in the house. Twitch Guru. Yes, that shout out, guys, is thanks to thank you for the subscription, Cosmic Ricky. Thank you for the subscription. I really appreciate it. It's all about the stream love there. But yes, if you like that shout out player, that is done by the Twitch Guru, which I will give you his link right there. I actually did an episode where I taught you guys how to actually, and it was actually last Sunday, believe it or not, how to actually activate that and put it in your stream. And it's something really simple that you can actually do. Once you go in there, you do your little settings, you copy the browser source, pop it into your stream, and there you go. Now, see, I streamed some Persona 5 Strikers. It was a fun game. Oh no, I love Persona. I love Persona. I'm there whenever I can make it. Yes, I know, Hell Monkey, and anytime you're there, trust me, your presence is well appreciated. Now, there is somebody lurking in the background that hasn't typed, so I can't do a proper shout out for them. So I'm going to try to type this right, guys. Bear with me. Hopefully I can do this right. This is a manual shout out, guys. Right there, Pop Culture Chameleon, everybody. Pop Culture is a really good friend of mine. I'm glad to have him in the chat. He is lurking, but he is here nonetheless. Make sure you definitely look for him. He is on Instagram. He is on Twitter. He is like a social media guy. Definitely look for his name, Pop Culture Chameleon. Definitely check him out. Public holiday today. Happy birthday, Queen. Hey, I'm not European. But since you celebrated John Blitz, happy birthday to the Queen as well. Happy birthday to the Queen. I'm half Native American, half Sicilian, but nonetheless, it's a holiday for John Blitz, so we will wish happy birthday to the Queen as well. Now, let's see, Faceless said, I was close to getting Parasite Eve. Ooh, Parasite Eve. Love some Parasite Eve. Love some Parasite Eve. Local game store, but they were sold out. Hey, if you have to look online. You can always get them. I hate to push out GameSlop, but GameSlop always has a way for you to look into them as well. So definitely do that. Both John Blitz and myself have the day off due to the Queen. Ha ha ha. I start a new job tomorrow. So keen. Nice. And congratulations on a new job. Anytime somebody gets a new job or gets to start back to their job from the COVID BS is always a good thing. So congratulations, Cosmic, congratulations. Now, real quick, as you see right over here, guys, I have my my stuff here. I have my my Razer keyboard, but as you'll see right here in this camera shot, I have my Loop Deck Live. I've also got my 15-button Stream Deck and my 32-button Stream Deck. There's a lot of times you guys are going to see me use this. I've actually done a lot of tutorials on this. One of the things that I want to talk about is they actually had a new update. If you haven't heard about it and you have a Stream Deck, make sure you update to the new software. They made it easier to get plugins. They made it easier to get icons, to get sound effects and music, and they're all royalty-free music that you can use in your stream. They made it easier. The new update is great. Yes, it is. And like Gherkin said, update now. If you've got the Stream Deck, update ASAP. For those who don't know, I am a Elgato fan. I'm running the Elgato Stream Decks. I'm running an Elgato Greenscreen. I've got the their capture card, the Camlink Pro, and then I've got one of their key lights up here. But I've also got my little baby, which you can't really see too well, right here. Hopefully I can try to get it in stream. No, I can't. You can at least see the pop screen. I have an Elgato Wave microphone. There's a lot of streams that I've done that actually do that. But anyway, I've got a lot to teach you tonight. Real quick, let me go ahead and drop my Discord link out. Right there. If you want to be a part of my stream, as you can see my name up there for Discord, right there, you can join me live. Okay, that way you can ask questions. You can submit any information that you may have as well. Love the Stream Deck. I've got the 15 one. And hey, trust me, there's a lot of stuff I could teach you, Cosmic Ricky. Anytime you want some one-on-one, join my Discord and I can teach you some one-on-one things. Like y'all saw that I've got Elgato. Same here. I'm all about Elgato and Streamlabs, guys. I'm all about Elgato and Streamlabs. I do have OBS installed, but there's certain reasons why I use Streamlabs, which I'll actually be, today is one of the things that I'm going to be going over as to why I am Streamlabs only. But with the Stream Deck, Cosmic Ricky, that intro that I did, that was a one-button intro thanks to the Stream Deck. Basically, I start off on my starting screen. I have my timers and everything. I press one button. It switches to the intro scene, plays the intro, and with a certain time delay, it unmutes my microphone, plays the applause sound, and switches to this screen here as well, all into sequential. Makes it look a little bit more professional, all with one button. Other things, the shout outs that y'all saw me do, those were done through the Stream Deck as well with the Bar Raiders tools. So there's a lot of great things that you can do with the Stream Deck. I love the t-shirt, right? I love the t-shirt too. So just kind of show it off a little bit right there. Gotta love Streamlabs, guys. I'm a big Streamlabs and Elgato person. I love Elgato. Elgato, if you can see me, I want to be an Elgato partner. There's nothing I don't know about your products or how to do tweaks and stuff like that. Sponsor me. Let me be a partner, please. Okay, so shameless plug out of the way, guys. So anyway, real quick, some things I want to go through just to give you a minor little tiny disclaimer. The thoughts and opinions and things that are about to be said may not are my views and opinions and may not be agreed upon by many of you, and I apologize. However, this is my views, my thoughts. This comes from my years of training. For those who don't know, I have 3 degrees. I have a 4-year computer science degree with a minor in parapsychology. I have a 4-year degree in digital cinematography from Full Sail University and a 2-year media communications degree from Full Sail as well. That said, I want to do some defining of terms. Elgato, you heard Retro, do it. Exactly. Listen to John Blitz. Listen to John Blitz. I want to be able to share the love. So anyway, something that bothers me that I wanted to teach people. A lot of times I hear streamers call themselves a variety streamer, and they all they do is a bunch of different games. Okay, Cosmic Ricky, Slobs Prime helped me a lot when it comes to getting my stream off the ground. Hey, there's a lot of stuff that I can actually help you with, Cosmic Ricky. Some of the cool things I can actually teach you how to do. We'll go ahead and show it off real quick. I've got my bonk. Let me find my bonk right here. Okay, we got one that John Blitz likes to use a lot, which is my Surf's Up. So there's a lot of cool.
No, don't show me your butthole.
There's the sound effects as well. Thank you, Gherkin. I appreciate that. So there's a lot of cool things that I can teach you. If you join my Discord, Slamma Jamma's in the house. She's here in right time. She's one of the inspirations as to why I'm doing this tonight. I'm going to be a variety streamer and stand in front of a lot of kiddie pools. And there goes John Blitz with the rip. So there's a lot of great effects that I can teach you guys how to do that a lot of people don't know exist. There's even one that I'm looking into that does a lot of effects with the stream. You can actually, believe it or not, I'm going to get it set up where some streamers, they like to shake their own screen. I know how to make it to where you guys shake my screen. Not me, but you guys. I'll be looking into that, getting that set so that I can teach you guys how to do it, and it's free. It's free. Gotta love free. I teach a lot of how to do things little to no budget, because one of the key things I'm going to be teaching you about here is start small, grow big. Tilla Mookstar, glad to have you here. Let me go ahead and do some more shout outs real quick, guys. Let me do some more shout outs. One to Tilla, one to Slamma. It's all about stream love, everybody. All about stream love. There is Tilla Mookstar right there. VTuber, make sure you check Tilla out. Let them know, of course, that Retro sent you. Gotta let them know that that I sent you. But anyway, she can't interact with it. My favorite tip is BU ×2. And Faceless, I'm actually going to get into that in just a moment. I'm going to get into my mottos. First things first, I'm going to talk about variety streamers once these shoutouts are done. And then once I go through my mottos, I'm then going to go into the OBS settings. The OBS settings are something that a lot of people teach. Some of the settings I'm going to show you, but there's a few things that they don't teach you that they don't even know about that I'm going to show you. So a little bit of a secret advanced tip. Here comes Slamma Jamma right there. Make sure if you follow any of these streamers that I shout out from my stream, make sure you let them know that you found them through me, because I love hearing when you follow my friends. Okay, so I can actually say that Slamma Jamma is one of my Twitch friends. John Bliss is one of my Twitch friends. Gherkin, Hell Monkey, I got a lot of Twitch friends. Now, getting back to matter at hand, we're going to be talking about briefly variety streamers. A lot of variety streamers, a lot of streamers will call themselves variety streamers, and all they do is a bunch of different games. Now, there's a lot of websites that say that that's the proper term. Wrong. That is not the proper term. We'll even do a censor sound. There we go. It's the best I can do for a buzzer sound. But that is the incorrect term. A variety streamer is not a streamer who plays a multitude of games. Okay? That is a variety gamer. Okay, if you're a variety game streamer, if you stream nothing but a variety of games, a variety streamer is someone like me. I do my Monday stream salvations. I do my Sunday stream salvations. I do my Monday paranormal discussion tutorial stream. I do my Teach Me Tuesday stream, which is a game stream where you guys teach me how to play games I don't know anything about. Then I have my Fallout Fridays, and I've got other streams coming. It's a variety of different things. It's a variety of different content, okay? Not one content, but a different styles of one content. It's a variety of different content, aka a variety streamer. Now, if you play a multitude of different games, you are a variety game streamer. Okay, then you got people who only play one game. They're a single game streamer. Those are the technical terms, not the accepted terms. Now, I just wanted to kind of drop that in there. Basically, the way to understand this is think of a cooking show. On a cooking show, they cook. You know, they can't say, "Oh, we're a variety show. We do all kinds of different recipes, so we're a variety streamer." No, you do recipes. You cook. You cook a bunch of different recipes, a variety of recipes, but you're a cooking show. You're not a variety show. All you do is cook. So that makes you a cooking show. Okay, that's the basic way to understand it. A variety streamer streams a multitude of different style content. A variety gamer streams a variety of different games. Now, moving forward onto other mottos, which a lot of people do. One of my biggest mottos is start small, grow big. Okay, a lot of you, I teach this one these mottos every single Sunday because they're really important. Start small, grow big. For a lot of you who are beginner streamers, not people who have a lot of following, like Peace to Hippies has a great following. Okay, there's a lot of streamers out there that have a great following. Tabitha Sabatha has a great following, but a lot of you beginner streamers or middle case streamers, with your streaming, you want to start small, grow big. What does this mean? It means, as I teach everybody, don't go out and buy all the fancy gear to be one with the Joneses and fit in like you want to be popular like you were in high school. Okay, the reason for this, if you go out and spend all this money on all this expensive gear, you get the Elgato key lights and the DSR. It takes time to build big following. Yes, it does. Once you spend all this money on this high dollar gear, the Go XLRs, the Elgato gear, the DSLR cameras, the XLR microphones, you went and spent all this money, and then very soon you'll probably get frustrated and give up streaming because you're not getting no followers. Okay. So what happens? You're stuck with all this gear because nobody is going to pay you top dollar or the money you want back from that you spent on that. They're going to want to get that gear at a discount because it's slightly used. So now you spent money on gear that you're trying to sell that you're going to lose out on because you don't know if you're going to stream forever, if you're going to make it or not. Start small, grow big. For lighting, believe it or not, in 2017 when I started, I think it's important to stream for fun first. Exactly. I still stream for fun. Believe it or not, all this that I do for you guys, and it's fun for me. My dream has always been to make TV shows and movies and to entertain people. That's the reason why I do voices. It's the reason why I do all the whacked out stuff like shoving flaming hot Cheetos up my nose and all the crazy stunts that I do for people. It's all about entertainment and having fun. I like making new friends. With you guys here in the stream and me teaching you and you joining my Discord, I get to meet new people. I get to have new friends. Okay, so it's all for fun. It's all for fun. A lot of people think, oh, just got bonked. A lot of people do it because they want to be that next big streamer and they want to get the money and they want to do it 24/7 and only stream all day long to make money. And believe it or not, you're going to stress yourself out worrying about making it big for the money. Don't worry about the money. Don't worry about making it big. Start small, grow big. Okay, get your small gear. For me, like I said, I started out, and you can't see it right now, but on the floor, if I can show you, I started with a $10 clamp light, okay, and I still use it. Believe it or not, I still use them, okay? I set 2 of those up, set my lighting. You won't really see too much of a difference. $10 creates really good lighting, okay? Start small, grow big. But that said, Faceless, Ozzy Osbourne, nice. Impersonation of Ozzy Osbourne. Netherstrike, what is up? What is up? What is up? Netherstrike. Let me do a shout out to Nether, and then I will do that impersonation. There goes a shout out for Netherstrike right there, guys. Definitely check him out. He does an interesting thing for it's very soon it's going to end, but for the next few streams he does, you're going to be seeing him wear a Neko made outfit while he streams. So make sure you start checking him out to see him dressed as a Neko maid. Okay, so definitely check him out. that says, what did Bethesda announce? I didn't even watch the Bethesda stuff. I did not watch the Bethesda stuff. I've been busy doing other things, so I didn't get a chance. I'm going to have to go back and watch their VODs later, John Blitz, but I haven't had a chance to watch it right now. With the start small, grow big, like I said, start small. Eventually, as you grow the community and you make, say you make your affiliate, okay, and you get your first Twitch payout, take that Twitch payout, buy yourself your next piece of gear. Basically the Elgato Wave microphone, if you go for the Wave 1 and not the Wave 3, because the only thing cool about the Wave 3 is a little mute button on the top of it. It's redundant. You don't need that. Buy that the Wave 1 with, like I have a Wave 1. I don't need the mute mic because my Stremdeck mutes it for me. Okay? So with that, go ahead and get yourself an Elgato Wave microphone. Your next Twitch payout, buy yourself an Elgato key light, or save that for the next payout. And after a while, you can go and get yourself, after 4 Twitch payouts, get yourself a Go XLR. Who knows? As you keep building your community and more people start coming, someone in your stream may donate or tip you some money to get a Elgato Wave microphone or Elgato Light or the Go XLR or the XLR microphone. Been streaming for 5 years now, only been on Twitch for a few months now, and need to stream more. Damn lazy pickle. Right, pickle? Right? But yeah, so start small, grow big. Moving forward to the next important motto that I teach, guys, is be you times 2. Okay? Oh, yeah, Ozzy impression. Ozzy impression. Okay, hold on. Ozzy impression, guys. So for those who don't know, I do a lot of impersonations, and he redeemed the Ozzy impersonation. Hang on one sec. Sharon, the dog pooped on the floor again. I think you need to get over here and clean it up, Sharon. Oh, Sharon! There's your Ozzy impersonation. Now, as I was saying, I do impersonations. I could do stuff like John Blitz's favorite, which is the Matthew Lillard Shaggy, which would be like Zoinks, like, hey Scoob, let's get out of here, like, man oh man. You know, then you could do a lot of people like my Elmo, which is hello everybody, this is Elmo. Or I could do Mickey Mouse, like oh shucks, hello everybody, this is Mickey Mouse, huh? Oh boy. Ozzy impersonation. Okay, so this is gonna be humorous, John Blitz, because I'm gonna copy Jim Carrey from Dumb and Dumber. Or I'll probably do Crocodile Dundee. Let's say, well, yeah, we'll do Crocodile Dundee. That's not a knife. This is a knife. Let's put another shrimp. I say, good day, mate. Good day, mate. Good day, mate. Let's put another shrimp on the barbie. So there we go. That's the best that I can do for an Aussie, John. Anyway, getting back to be you times 2. Be you times 2. This is an important motto. The reason why is don't pretend to be somebody you're not. Okay, a lot of times in streaming, and I know Peace to Hippies and Gherkin will tell you this. If Tabitha Stabatha was here, she would agree to this. Be you times 2. Your viewers can spot when you're being fake. Okay, viewers always know when you're being real and when you're being fake. Don't be fake. Okay, be you times 2. What does that mean? That don't mean don't get really loud and turn the volume up on your voice. That means turn the volume up on your personality. For a lot of people, in most of my streams, I'm very hyper usually on streams, and I'm like, all over the place, Outside of my streams, I'm typically a very calm person. I'm very laid back. I do have what's called hyperkinesia, so I am naturally a hyper person, but I'm able to control it. However, and there goes Tabitha Sabatha right there, guys, but I'm able to control my hyperness sometimes. And in doing so, a lot of people would find... Oh, hang on. Tabitha Sabatha right there, everybody. Make sure you follow her. Make sure you follow Tabitha. Let her know that I sent you. She is one of my favorite Twitch friends. Her and Blastbit Metal Drumming. So make sure you follow Tabitha. Be like, hey, look, I found you on Sunday Stream Salvation on Retro Stream. And of course, she either gets the case of the giggles, or if she's playing Resident Evil or a scary game, she gets a lot of jump scares. So make sure you adjust your volume knob when you go to her stream, or she will scream your ears out. Okay, I'm legally deaf in my left ear, and she can still blast my one good ear. even at low volume. So make sure you adjust your volumes when you go to her stream. Tabby, yeah, she does have the best screams. Now, back to BU times 2. Like I was saying, as you can see, I'm very calm right now. But normally I amp the volume on my personality, so I'm a little bit boisterous, a little bit hyper, so that people have a little bit of something to actually watch, and they're not getting, okay, this guy is really, really boring. Do I really want to watch this guy? Is he really for real? Is this real life? You know, nobody wants to watch a very monotone streamer who really does nothing. Hell Monkey, hey Tab, I found you on Retro Stream. See, there we go! There we go! Like that! Anyway, I like to put a little bit of pump in my personality, a little bit of pizzazz. Not so much have a lot of flair, but just be out there a little bit to give people a little bit of energy. That's what I struggle with. I'm so quiet. And see, a key to this, believe it or not, Slamma, as I told you, believe it or not, guys, I am actually a shy person. Okay, I'm that guy when I used to go to parties, I'd be in the back corner of the party, you know, be like, you know, I'd have my drink with me, be like, you know, I wouldn't say nothing. I'd just be back there hiding, hoping nobody recognizes me. You know, I'm very, very shy. This stems from, I used to have a stutter, so sometimes it still comes out. There's gonna be a lot of times I'll get flustered and be like, and I'll start stuttering. And because of that, I tend to get very shy. I try to hide from people because I don't want them to get to know certain things about me because I'm so, you know, stuttery and feel awkward. But here's the key secret, okay? I don't see none of you guys. I see your text chat, but I don't see you. I don't physically see you, okay? All I see is my computer screen, my camera, my microphone, so I can be me. I can open up the shell that is me and not be afraid to be who I really am. No shyness to worry about, no repercussions. If somebody doesn't like me, guess what? They can either get booted out of the stream by one of my mods, or I can be like, oh, they don't exist. I don't see them. You know, so I'm not worried about if somebody gets to know the real me. Be the real you, have that energy, be who you are. Just turn the volume up on your personality. That's the key to BU times 2. Always be real, never be fake, okay? There's a lot of streamers out there. I can name lots of streamers that I've seen personally pretend to be someone they're not, saying they know something they don't. Read stuff on the internet like, oh, hey, I read how to do this. So if you want to fix your car, you need to do this, 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 and this, and this. I've done it myself, even though technically I've really just read it on the internet, but you don't know that. So I'm gonna tell you I'm a mechanic and I fix cars even though I read it on the internet. They pretend to be somebody that they're not. Okay, be you, be honest, be real, but just turn the volume up on your personality. I have a friend who does follow the BU times 2 tip. He kind of pissed me off because he sounds bored. Hey, if he's being himself times 2 and he's still bored, it's hard to say. I'd have to see how I had to see him to know what he's doing wrong, you know, and maybe I could help him. I don't know. But yeah. Now, let's see, what was it? I lost my notes. For those who don't know, I do have a notepad that I typed up of notes that I was going to go through, and I kind of lost my place up here. Now for viewers, okay. So yeah, the BU times 2. There's some questions you want to ask yourself when you're starting out, guys. Some of these questions, some of them are, most everybody will ask you the same thing, but some of them I kind of threw in myself. Who are you? Okay, with the BU times 2, this is where this comes in. Knowing who you are will help with what you stream, so that you can move to the next question. But who are you? Who is Faceless? Who is Tabitha? Think about who you are. And once you know who you are, then figure out who is your audience. Who do you want to target? Have a target audience. For me, I have a multitude of target audiences. On my Sunday stream, beginner streamers who want to learn cool things, they're my target audience for Sunday. On my Monday paranormal discussion stream, people who are interested into the paranormal and actually want to learn the real ends of paranormal investigation and the paranormal UFOs and ghosts and demons and stuff like that. And they want to unlearn all the TV bullshit that you learned from Ghost Adventurers and Zach Fakins and all that. They want to unlearn them. So that's my target audience. These people who are interested in the paranormal and want to learn the real shit and not the fake TV shit. But then, you know, like Peace to Hippies, he's a Fallout person. A lot of his streamers, his viewers, come to him for marbles and Fallout 76 or whatever other Fallout game he may play. Okay. So with that said, that's his target audience. Tabitha, her target audience, Pokemon players, World of Warcraft players, horror game audience. She has a wide variety of target audience as well. Figure out who your target audience is. Once you know who you are and who your target audience is, dildo baggins. Exactly, Hill Monkey. Once you know that, those key questions, from there, you'll know how to keep it interesting, how to keep your viewer interactions. What will you do? What will you play? You know, are you going to do movie watching? You know, once you know your target audience, you can then know how to mold the statue or the clay into a shape of your stream. Okay, so who are you? Who is your audience? Then from there, what do you want to stream based off who you are and who your audience is? Now, next portion, guys, we're going to go ahead and move on to the key important thing that most of you are all here for is OBS settings. Before we get started in the OBS settings, I want to show you guys an image. Now, a lot of streamers are going. I'm a chill guy, but I panic when I can't come up with anything to say. Faceless, talk to me later. I can help you with that. I can help you with that. That's one of the reasons why I want a lot of people to come to me for one-on-one help. I can actually help wrong thing. Damn it. I can help a lot of people out. Make sure you join my Discord, guys. Now, as you're seeing here, you're seeing my task manager. You're seeing my desktop. In the bottom left corner is OBS Studio, the new version 27. Up in the top right corner is Streamlabs OBS. A lot of people are going to tell you, especially, you know, a lot of people like, oh, we know this and we know this about streaming. We know that about streaming. OBS Studio is better. OBS Studio is better. Wrong. Sorry. No. As you're seeing here, I just freshly installed OBS Studio in the Slammer Jammer Faceless Melancholy. I have a similar issue. I run out of things to say sometimes. And I'm generally relaxed and individual. Slammer, I've got stuff for you as well. Hit me up. I got some ideas for you. Jessica and Cosplay, thank you for the sub. Let's drop a shout out to the wonderful Jessica and Cosplay, everybody. Let me go ahead and turn that screen off real quick. We'll go back to that. Let me do a shout out to, if I can get her up here, she's not showing out. So let me do a manual type. Discord. Yeah, Discord is the redneck version of Discord, the derpy way of saying Discord. But let's do a shout out for Jessica. Right there. I want to show some love to Jessica. She just subscribed, so it's all the love. Make sure you guys check her out. Not only is she a streamer, she's a cosplayer. Not only is she a cosplayer, but she's a teacher, okay? So she's a triple threat streamer. She actually teaches, streams a lot of what she does for her students online. So you'll get to see a lot of great stuff between game streaming, cosplay material, all kinds of cool stuff. So definitely check her out. Let her know you found her through Retro Guys, okay? Slam already knows Jessica. Tilla Mookstar is greeting her. There's Hell Monkey greeting her. All about the stream love, everybody. That right there in the chat is what stream love is all about. That's what I love seeing, is everybody making friends from different streams and stuff like that. That's how you grow your community. That's why I'm all about, you know, advertising other streamers. A lot of my streams are designed, just like having people live and chat with me, designed to advertise other streamers. Now, as soon as her stream's over, we'll go back to that image. There we go, right there. Let's go back to this image so I can explain this, guys. Now, as you see in OBS Studio in the bottom left, there is no scenes. Well, there's one scene, but no sources. Completely bare, fresh install. No images, no sounds, nothing. Just bare, straight, freshly ran OBS Studios. Up in the top right corner, we have my Mystery Monday Paranormal stream scene, where it has all my cameras, my emote walls, my sounds. John Blitz cheered 2 bits. Thank you for the bits, bro. But as you see, the Mystery Monday stream is one of my heaviest OBS scenes that I use, and that's the reason why I did this. If you look in the task manager, you will see that OBS Studio and Streamlabs are both running 5 instances. However, Streamlabs is only running 1.7% of my CPU and only 149.2 megabytes of my RAM. However, very bare, not even fucked with, OBS Studio is running 3.2 and 354.2. You know, so it's using more than Streamlabs OBS. Okay, now I'm explaining to the settings that you want to do for either one of them. If you want to continue using OBS, fine. Go ahead and do it. If you want to use Streamlabs, go ahead and use it. If you want to use OBS Live, go ahead. It doesn't matter which OBS you choose to use. The key thing is everybody has their personal preference. Neither of the OBSs, of the 3 OBSs, are better than the other. One is better for one person, one is better for the other. Streamlabs is better for me, as you saw. That doesn't mean OBS is not gonna run smoother and easier for like Slamma Jamma or Jessica Ann Cosplay. Everybody has their OBS that runs better for them. My suggestion as a professional is to actually go and install both of them. Set them up, see which one at bare minimum uses the least resources, whichever one with no overlays, no sounds, nothing, whichever one runs the smoothest and with the less resources, stick with that OBS. Okay, as you saw, for me, it was Streamlabs OBS. Now, Streamlabs allows me to do a little bit more than OBS, because with OBS, you have to install plugins. Okay, you have to install this plugin, that plugin, this plugin, that plugin, then the browser sources, then this, then that, and it bogs you down even more. Okay, with Streamlabs OBS, everybody, their plugins are pre-built into the software, making it easier to use. Hey, Retro, I got a small issue in Streamlabs. Maybe you can help with me sometime. Anytime, Hell Monkey, hit me up one-on-one. I got you using Discord share screen. That's the reason why I actually nitro boosted my Discord server, so that we can share screen and talk a little bit better and one-on-one with my viewers. Now, we're going to switch screens for a second so I can actually teach you some of the settings. Let me move my notes over to the other monitor and switch scenes to the movie scene. As you can see, I'm using my well, you can't see it now, but I was using my Stremdeck. Now, yes, this is Streamception, guys. This is Streamception, but there's a reason for it. Let me go ahead and hide my camera real quick. Oh, actually, I don't need to, because if you look right down here, well, right here beside my shoulder, that little cog, the settings I'm about to show you, okay, are going to work in OBS Studios and Streamlabs and OBS Live. All across the board, all the settings are the same. Let me get to my notes and I'm going to show you this. Okay, so one of the first things that we're going to teach about is we're going to go to this output section right here, guys, as you're seeing on this thing here. But first things first, we want to talk about the encoder. What is an encoder? Let me go ahead and minimize this real quick, guys. Let me close this out and I'll go back to this in a second. Faceless. That's a lot of retro. Yes, it's a lot of retro, guys. Let me go ahead and switch back to my chatting screen, and then we'll switch back to the other screen in a second. We're going to talk about the encoder. What is an encoder? Yes, I know some of you don't know what a lot of the tech babble. Some of you do. Some of you out there probably know what the encoder is, but there's a lot of you like, what's an encoder? So that's the whole point of this, is explain what the encoder is. In short, it's pretty much a process. It's the process of preparing the video for output in its proper format to stream and to be received by the viewer. And the best way to explain this in the shortest, simplest term, most of you all know what a zip file is. You all download zip files from different files and things like that. You all know what a zip file. That's a lot of. Oh yeah, I read that already. But you all know what a zip file is. Pretty much a zip file is like a woman's suitcase. Okay, we all know that a woman can fit the whole galaxy into her purse or into her suitcase. Okay, we're talking this overly stuffed suitcase that somehow they managed to fully zip up. Okay, that zip file, that suitcase, that purse that's overly stuffed with the whole galaxy and universe in the woman's purse or suitcase, or that zip file, your video compression is pretty much the same thing. Okay, it's pretty much taking all this data, the video and the audio, putting it into one file and zipping it up into like a suitcase and sending it to Twitch or YouTube or whatever format you're streaming to, and then their software uncompresses it to send it to the viewer to be seen. So pretty much your encoder is just a video version of a zip file or a suitcase. So pretty much anytime you see, I'm not tech savvy anymore. I kind of stuck in the 2000 when HD TVs. Then LG Dare came out. Hey, it's all good, but I'm pretty sure with that analogy of a woman's suitcase stuffing the whole galaxy into the suitcase and zipping it up, that's your encoder. The suitcase is your encoder. The galaxy is your video data. Okay. So there you go. Now moving forward, the reason for talking about this is we're going to go into the different types of encoders. Onyx Demon is in the house. Onyx motherfucking Demon, everybody. Onyx freaking Demon. Hang on a second. We're going to do another shout out to Onyx Demon, and then we're going to go ahead and move on. Onyx Demon is one of my Twitch friends. I've known him for quite a long time now, since around the time that I first started streaming. So glad to have him in the house. As you can see, he plays a lot of Phasmophobia, scary games, Resident Evil, World of Warcraft, RuneScape, you name it, he plays it. Retro games. Definitely check him out. He is on that clock. Oh, shit. Okay, there we go. So let's go ahead and move back to our settings, guys. Let's go ahead and move back to our settings. We're going to go to output. This is the key area that we want to work with. One of the things you want to do now, I can't change this right now, but this output mode, okay, I'm live right now, so there's a lot of settings I can't physically change. But you want to change this from simple to advanced, okay? Make sure you set it to advanced. Once you have it set to advanced, this is our area of stuff right here, okay? Once you do this, make sure you put a check mark where it says Twitch VOD. In OBS Studio, it will say something slightly different, but it will say something about Twitch VOD. Put a check mark in there. I promise you, I've got something that I'm gonna tell you about this Twitch VOD thing. Okay, this is, some of y'all are probably already clicking. Wait a minute, Twitch VOD. You know, your wheels are clicking right now. But this Twitch VOD is important. It'll unlock this track 2. You want your main audio track to be track 1. You want the Twitch VOD to be track 2. Remember this, track 1, track 2. Okay. Now we're going to go here to the encoder, because we're going to come back to the audio track. This encoder is what we're talking about. As you see with me, I'm running the NVENC New. Okay, the NVENC New. With the encoder, there's 3 encoders that you're going to have. If you don't have a high-end computer or graphics card, well, if you can have a high-end computer with a bad graphics card. If you don't have a high-end graphics card, like one of the GTX or RTX NVIDIAs, or one of the high-end Radeon AMD cards, you're going to want to use what is called X264. Okay, now X264 does use a little bit of your CPU to process the video, so it's going to be a little extensive in using your computer to process the video, but there's the tweaks that I teach you will compensate for that as well. Now, if you're running an AMD video card, you're going to want to look for what's called AMF. Okay, AMF. That is your AMD video card compression encoder right there. Anyone using a GTX or RTX card, the NVENC is what you want to use. If you're in a GTX card, you want NVENC standard. If you have an RTX card, you want NVENC new. Cosmic Ricky said, I was on the impression that the new is for RTX card. Yes, Cosmic Ricky, you are correct. If you have a GTX card, you want NVENC. If you have an RTX card, be it a 20 series or a 30 series, you want NVENC new. Okay, for me, I'm actually running on a 3080. Okay, I had my 3080 way before everyone else had them back in September, before they released. Onyx Demon knows this. I know Tabitha Sabbath knows this. A few people know how I got my hands on a pre-released 3080. It's a long story, guys. John Blitz redeemed a Surf's Up. It doesn't play the animation on the scene, but here you go, John Blitz. Now, I do have a 3080. Getting my computer the way it is now was a struggle. A lot of you knew that I was running on a slim... first, I started on an i5. I upgraded to an i7 that was a slim computer that wouldn't fit my 3080. Then I ended up pre-building a computer that I can now use my 3080. The later series GTX cards can use the NVENC. Yes, the later series GTX cards use the NVENC. Exactly. That's what I pretty much just said. If you have a GTX card, not a GT, but a GTX card, you want to use the NVENC. If you have a GT GeoForce in the video card, you still want to use X264. It says, I have a GTX 1080. Would I use standard or new? Since you have a 1080 GTX, Billy Blitz is in the house. Glad to have you here, Billy. Glad to have you here. I'll trade you my 2080 Surf. No, thank you. No, thank you. I love my 3080. As hard as it took me to get this computer to where it's at right now, no. So yeah, like Gherkin said, you will use the standard NVENC Cosmic Ricky, especially with the settings that I'm about to teach you. You could use the NVENC new, but it's going to really push your graphics card and possibly burn your graphics card out quick. Okay, you will notice you're having glitches using the NVENC new on a GTX card. Stay with the NVENC standard. Do not push it and damage your card by using the NVENC new. Trust me, stay with the standard. Okay, the settings I'm going to be teaching you here are going to give you everything that you need to know to give you an awesome stream with your 1080. I promise you. Now, right here, we're going to do this. Make sure you use this check mark of enforce streaming service encoder settings. Make sure you have this. Now, we're going to get ready and go into this CBR and this bitrate. Before I move on to that, okay, there's a few sites that I want to show you and explain to you real quick. So I'm going to go ahead and close this out temporarily. We're going to go and bring up my browser. Give me a second here. We're going to pull this browser window in. Actually, we're going to switch the scene real quick, guys. Hang on one sec. We're going to switch the monitor. There we go. Alrighty, sweet. That's the only thing I couldn't work out. Oh, I got you even better, Cosmic Ricky. I've got you even better. Now, as you're seeing here, there's a certain website that we want to go to, okay? Make sure, and I'm going to let you all see this. Now, for me, I'm going to get lower settings than I normally do because I'm currently live. So it's using my internet. So my results are going to be a little lower than they actually are. Just kind of want to give you that forewarning. But make sure you guys go to this web address right here, which you're going to see me go to, which is speedtest.net. Your bitrate, what we're going to explain real quick. You have a bunch of bit rates. Okay, you have a constant bit rate and a variable bit rate, CBR and VBR. What is your bit rate? Let me post these into chat for you. If you're streaming at 1080, you're going to want a bit rate of 6,000. If you're streaming at 720p, your home is 3,500 bit rate. And if you're streaming at 480p, your home is 1,000. Okay, your UFO broke. Got you. Now, what does this mean with that bit rate and your settings? Basically, your bit rate tells you what you're going to stream at. Okay, so we're going to go here to this go button. This is all super simple, guys. Hit this go button. You wait, let it do a thing. It's going to go through the download speed, and then it's going to go through the upload speed. As you see, it is taking a few minutes for it to connect because I'm streaming live. Bro, mine is set to 6,000 and I do 720. Yeah, okay. I got you. This is where you're going to look into stuff. Speaking of CPU, if you're streaming retro games and using a capture card, that will eat up your CPU. No, that's not made up. I'm generally curly. No, if you're using a capture card, it will not use your CPU to do that. It's actually taking a lot of stress off to stream from a capture card versus streaming from your actual computer. Now, as you see, I have a download of 482. Normally, I have a 600 something download, and I usually have like a 50 something upload speed. But like I said, I'm currently streaming right now, so it's lower than I normally am. But for the sake of explaining this, if you are not streaming live and you do this and you get that 21.3, you round that up. So rounding it up would make that a 21 or a 20. You add 2 zeros to it, making that, I'll change mine to 30. Hold on. Don't change it to 35. Don't change it to 35 yet, Cosmic Ricky. Don't change it yet. So 2100, you add 2 zeros. This means that if you have a 2100 upload bit rate, this means that for me, I want to stream at 480p. Okay, so now I know that my bit rate would be the 1000 range bit rate because I'm too slow for the 3500, but I'm above the 1000. So I would want to get a better stream on a low-end computer, okay, because your computer plays into this. Okay, so I know that somewhere around the 480p is my go-to video quality. But for, say, like me right now, I'm running on an i7 9700 with 32 gigs of RAM, okay? Despite what my video card is, Harlot Demons, what is up? What is up? What is up? How are you doing? Cellcat is here too. Glad to have you here, buddy. Glad to have you here. I'll do shout-outs later. Let me get through this real quick. So, if you get a 2100 and you have a good computer, maybe not a good video card, but a good computer, you can push your graphics to the 3500 area and do a 720p stream with no issues. Okay, so this right here gives you an area for your bit rate. Okay, so most everybody has at least an i5 or an i7. Okay, this going to the 480p would be if you're running on an i3. If you're running on an i3, yeah, you're going to want to lower really bad to that 480p. I'm good, dude. Had Monday off, so stop for tips. Hey, that's what we're here for. Now, like I said, mine is usually in the 50-somethings, okay? So I can push the 6,000, okay? And I'm going to show you here in a second. We're going to switch back to the other monitor real quick. 36.5. So see, you can actually, Cosmic Ricky, what is your processor and RAM? What processor do you have and what RAM do you have? Then while you're doing that, I'm going to switch back to the Streamception, guys, and we're going to bring up the settings. Let me go and close that browser window. We'll save that down for a second. Close that out. So anyway, let me know what your processor and RAM is. That has a lot to do with it as well. But we're going to go back to this output tube, or a setting. And as you'll see, I have it set to CBR, which is constant bit rate. So this way it stays, whatever I set this at, my bit rate here, the CBR setting lets it stay at that rate. Okay, this is what we want. Trust me, you can try VBR and see if it works for you, but I promise you, set it to CBR. Okay, and for Cosmic Ricky, you can actually push your settings. You don't have to set it to the 3500. You can actually set yours, let's see, 16 gig RAM, i7. See, there we go. You can actually push a 4500 or a 5000. You can push a 4500 or a 5000. Okay, so go ahead and set it to the 45 or the 5. Okay, I would recommend trying 5 first, and if it's not good enough, go down to the 4500. Retro is sharing knowledge, right? Here's the thing, that 6000. The key thing to that, and why a lot of people would tell you to do that, there's a simple reason, okay? Twitch maximum bitrate is 6000. Twitch's maximum, Bone Thugs, glad to have you here, buddy. Glad to have you here. That 6000 is Twitch's max bitrate. Twitch will not let you stream past 6000 unless you are a partner. If you're a partner, you will be allowed to push past that 6000 rate, but only if you're a partner. Again, that 6000 is the max rate you can stream at with Twitch. What do you think of Bit Rage is a goof? Got you. So Cosmic Ricky, I would tell you to go to the 5000. See how that fluctuates. Okay. Stick with the 5000. This way it's not using as much bit rate, but you're kind of somewhere in between. It's using less resources, using less internet, and able to push a little bit more quality. This will let you push the 720p, and trust me, at 720p, when we do all these settings, no one will know a difference. Okay, because a lot of people, believe it or not, you're only going to get the live stream at 720 anyway. The 1080 only comes at your VOD. Like what you guys are watching right now is not 1080. You're not watching me at 1080. Okay, you're actually seeing me in 720. Okay, but my VOD will be in 1080. So say if the bitrate is lower than 35, would that make streams run smoother? If the bitrate is lower than 35, then no, it would make it run smoother, yes, but at the cost of your quality. You're going to lose quality by running at that lower bit rate. Okay, you don't want to run at that lower bit rate. Trust me on this. Do not run at the lower bit rate. I want to see you at 420. Hey, I wouldn't mind being at 420, but don't lower it too low, or you're going to start getting pixelated and muddy, and it's going to look like shit. Okay, so basically at 720, you're the lowest you want to be is 3500. Okay, those levels that I showed you, that's the lowest you want to be for those resolutions. Let me drop those in for you guys right there. So at 1080p, you don't want to be no lower than 6000. At 720, you don't want to be lower than 3500. At 480p, you don't want to be lower than 1000. The lower you go, the lower your quality is going to be. I get pixels on my console. Exactly. That's because your bitrate. The downside to you, John, with you streaming console, you can't adjust your bitrate. That's the only downside to console-only streaming, is you cannot adjust your bitrate. So again, those 3 settings, make sure you copy and paste those. I'm actually in my Discord, all my notes that I've wrote here, guys. I'll be posting these in the Sunday Stream Salvation channel, so you can actually go back to my notes and copy and paste and read things step by step by step. Even better. Did you add new stuff to your merch store? Yes, there's some slight new stuff to my merch store, so there are some new stuff to my merch store. I've actually got some overlays up there. I'm going to be adding some more overlays very soon. I've got some other shirts that are in there. They're just not activated. They're hidden right now, so there are new stuff to my merch store. I just haven't made them visible, so they're there, just not made visible. Unless John Blitz has a capture card, right? No, John Blitz doesn't have a capture card. He's strictly streaming straight from the console only. He doesn't have a capture card. If he had a capture card, then he can stream from the capture card to a computer and adjust his bitrate. But he's literally streaming from his console only, so he can't adjust his bitrate. He's stuck to whatever the PlayStation 5 allots him. Now, going back with the settings, guys, let me pull my settings back up. There we go. So as I was saying, as you see, I have a bit rate of 6000. That's because I have the high-end graphics card. I have a 50-something upload rate. So I have the proper settings to let me run at this. When I stream from my PS5 video capture, everything runs perfectly, LOL, when I stream Warzone. That's because you're streaming from your PS5 to a from the capture card to a computer, and it uses less resources, and you're using less internet, technically, so to speak, to stream. So you're doing good, Cosmic Ricky. Now, the next thing outside of bitrate is your keyframe. Okay, what this means is, like, some people will stream at 30 frames per second. Some people will stream at 60 frames per second. You don't need to stream at 60 frames per second unless you're doing high-end games like Call of Duty or Valorant or Fortnite. If you're not playing certain 60 frames per second games, you don't need to stream at 60 frames per second. But even though you stream at 30 or 60, this keyframe interval, basically what it's doing is it's saying instead of one keyframe every 30 frames per second or every 60 frames per second, it's making two of those frames keyframes. Okay, so this way, frame one and the first frame and the last frame. Call of Duty is infamous for bad streaming. No way around it, because fine-tuning and dropping quality. Exactly, Blastbit. Exactly. Glad to have you here, Blastbit. I would do a shout-out, but I'm not in the screen where I could properly do a shout-out. So, yeah. Anyway, actually, you know what? Let me do some shout-outs. You won't see the play or anything, but I'm going to go ahead and do some shout-outs real quick, guys. Blastbit needs to get one. Cellcat needs to get one. Bone Thugs needs to get one. Harlot Demon needs to get one. Billy Blitz needs to get one. So there we go. We're doing out there doing their shout outs, everybody. They're tech shout outs, but they are what they are. Make sure you check these guys out. Definitely check them out, guys. Now, make sure you set your keyframe intervals to 2. Don't leave it at 0. Go ahead and set it at 2. This gives you an extra keyframe. Believe it or not, this will make your output look even better. And of course, so much love, stream love, everybody. But definitely go in and change your keyframes to 2. You will thank me for this later, guys. Custom stream resolution 2. Exactly. I'm going to actually get to that in a bit, Blast, as well. Now, under this profile, okay, with the profile, let me get to my settings here. Okay, so yeah, with the profile, set it to high. Don't set it above. Don't set it higher than high. Don't set it lower than low. Okay, most of you have i5s or i7s. Set your profile to high. Trust me on this. What this is going to do is it's letting you know that you want Streamlabs to have the higher priority over your game. Okay, because your game is going to be going in to OBS, and people are going to see your game through OBS and not through the actual game itself. So put the higher priority, the higher CPU, the higher RAM to your OBS. So set your OBS profile to high. Faceless Melancholy said, I don't like Call of Poopy. Hey, everybody has their games they like. Some people like it, some people don't. I have Call of Duty Warzone on my PlayStation. I plan to get it for the PC as well. So I sometimes do play it. I just don't have nobody on the PlayStation to play with. But it is what it is. Anyway, if your setting has this look ahead marked, take the check mark off. You do not want look ahead. This is going to use a lot of resources that you don't need to be using. But you do want this psycho-visual tuning because it will enhance this 2 keyframes. This psycho-visual tuning works in succession with the 2 keyframes, okay? Just like down here, I have 0 GPU, okay, with a max B frames of 2. Now, the reason why I use 0 GPU, I could set my GPU to 2 because I have a 3080. But I personally like using 0 GPU because it lets me use my GPU for other things. Okay, because I have an i7 9700 with 32 gigs of RAM. I can easily not have an issue by not using the GPUs. Set it to 0, which is an auto setting. This will pretty much let it use what it needs to use versus what it is told to use. Set it to 0. So again, keyframes of 2, profile high, turn off, look ahead, turn on, psycho-visual, 0 for GPU. You want 2 max B frames to compensate and go with the 2 keyframes, okay? That is the main thing that we want under the streaming tab. From here, we're going to jump over briefly to the audio tab. There's a reason for this. Over in this audio tab here. Now, Blast bit metal drumming is an audio file. He's going to understand what this is when I talk about this. But the audio bitrate for the track 1, that's your key audio, set it to 192. Okay, set your audio to 16, your second track to 160. These two audio tracks are your important tracks. Every other track, set them to 160, just like track 2. You're not going to use track 3. You're not going to use track 4. You're not going to use track 5 unless you get into high-end DJ streaming, or you're doing a professional TV show with multiple cameras, multiple wireless microphones, and stuff like that. You're not going to worry about the other audio tracks. The two things you want to worry about is the 192 for the audio track 1, and the 160 for audio track 2. This audio track 1 and this audio track 2 works hand in hand with what I told you about setting this Twitch VOD marker right here, okay, to give you this track 2 here. I'm going to shortly explain this in a minute. Cosmic Ricky said, I hope this is going to be a VOD, as I'm definitely going to be going back. Cosmic Ricky, yes, it's going to be a VOD. I actually, believe it or not, take my VODs and put them on my YouTube. So let me drop my socials. Okay, wrong one, social. That one link right there has all my social platforms. My YouTube is listed under there, Cosmic Urky. Make sure you go to my YouTube. I have other past episodes of Sunday Stream Salvation in there, along with my paranormal streams as well. But my Sunday Stream Salvation past VODs are in that in the YouTube. So check me out on the YouTube. This way you can go back to all my past episodes and you can actually see my basically I took my Sunday Stream Salvations and literally built it as I went. The very first episode was a blank screen that I taught people literally step by step. I built this stream as I taught you guys. So definitely check that out. I had some issues, I had some glitches, but that's the whole point of starting a screen, so you can see me grow this stream with you guys as you learn. Also join my Discord, because most of this stuff here, I will be posting the text files. Let me show you the text files. As you see here, I have my notepad that I read off of, that I type every single night before the stream. And I read off my notes. I post these in my Discord for you guys to read back to and get the links that I post to you as well. Surfs Up thank you for the surfs up. My voice is actually getting really bad, so I appreciate it. And I'm glad John Blitz brought you here too. John Blitz is the ultimate in hype man. So yeah, I love John Blitz to death, guys. Anyway, getting back to the settings. Let me pull my settings back up. Now we're going to move on from this output stream down to the audio tab. Okay, as you see with the sample rate, I'm not going to change it, but you have two sample rates. You got the 441 kilohertz and the 48 kilohertz. This will have nothing to do with your CPU usage or your internet usage. So go ahead, as you see, crap. Sorry guys. As you see, I have mine set to 48 kilohertz. Okay, this is going to make your sound. Granted, of course, there's certain audio tweaks you can do as well, which I will go into later. But this is going to make your sound, even with a bare standard microphone. If I were to turn this down and use this microphone to record from, that 4800 megahertz will make this microphone sound just a bit better. Okay, give you a little bit extra quality in your sound, a little bit more crispness to your sound. Okay, make sure you come down to mic. And as you see here, wavelength stream, guys, I have an Elgato Wave, okay? I have to where my Discord chat is pumped in here. So in case anybody were in my Discord live with me right now, they could easily talk with me and you guys. I like to have guests on my show. On my Monday nights, I have Scarlett, I have Baron Von Wolf, I have my paranormal partner, Onyx Demon, in stream with me as we discuss and go over all the paranormal and debunking and all that. So normally I have so that wavelength stream versus an individual microphone is key. Two, let me go ahead and move this over a little bit so y'all can see. This is the reason why I use the Elgato Wave microphone. It gives me this virtual mixer. As you can see, my microphone, my system sounds, my voice chat, which is Discord, my music, my web browser, I have my sound effects, my game, and my audio. So I'm able to individually control all of my individual sounds. Let me move that back over. and get back to this settings here. So with that, you want to set the mic to the mic you plan to use, okay? Wavelink is the best software ever. Yes, it is. You don't understand. Like, if you can't afford a Wavelink microphone, everybody, there is a software, which I don't have the link for right now, but I will get you the link. Give me just a second. Okay, here we go, guys. If you want a version of what the Wavelink software does, we're going to go ahead and switch monitors real quick. Dang it. Come on now. Work with me here. There we go. So what you're looking at here, this is Voice Meter Potato. They got different versions. They do have a pseudo free version. They also have a paid version that unlocks even more. You can pretty much get what the VoiceLink offers with this software right here. Okay, so if you want what the Wavelink can do, definitely get this. If you ever want, let me know. I can set up a tutorial stream where I teach you how to set up the voice meter software for you guys step by step on how to do it. So just let me know. And here I am with my overpriced audio setup. Damn audio nerd, right? Hey, it's okay. Start small, grow big, Gherkin. You started off small, you grew big. So you actually know what you're doing with your high-end audio settings. It's okay. You earned that audio settings. But if you're starting out and you want to learn and grow, this is the cheapest route to go, unless you want to go and get that Elgato Wave microphone and get the Wavelink software that comes free with the microphone. So let me go ahead and switch the monitors again real quick. And let's pull up the settings again real quick. Okay, so back in the audio, make sure you set your microphone to the microphone input. Go XLR Mini, sure, exact, and those are good. I'm not knocking it. Believe it or not, that's really good. Everybody has their thing. You know, some people have their certain sounds or certain looks. What I would suggest, as I said, don't go straight out and buy that expensive stuff. Start small, grow big, earn up to it like Gherkin did, or like me with the Elgato Wave microphone. Start small, grow big. So once you have this set here, guys, we're going to move over to the video. This is where we go into things like what Blastbit was talking about with the custom settings and stuff like that. You can use the custom settings. However, for me, you want to make sure you set your base resolution to whatever monitor the OBS is on. That's the monitor settings you want. My OBS is set. Let's see, that's what she said. But my monitor, my OBS is on my 1080 monitor. Okay, so I have it set to 1080, 1920 by 1080. Now, I'm outputting at 1080, even though you're only seeing it at 720. I'm outputting at 1080. When I'm done, my VOD will be at 1080. Okay, this is where if you want, if you have to lower your resolution, Cosmic, this is where you would set it to be 720. Okay, this is where you would set that 720. Okay, so make sure you set it to the 720 here. Reason why you'll stream at 720, and your VOD will be at 720. Again, you guys right now are seeing me in 720. Okay, my VOD will be higher resolution. And that's the only major difference between streaming at 1080 and streaming at 720 is your VOD will be a higher resolution. You will literally see no difference live from someone streaming at 720 and someone streaming at 1080. Now, do you want to make your stuff look a little bit better? Most people don't know this one, but this setting right here, the downscale filter, most of you will usually leave it at the bicubic setting. Get off that. Get off that. As someone who is a cinematographer and knows what they're talking about, change it to the Lanczos setting. You're going to get more samples with your color and your pixels and things like this. Change it to the Lanczos. Okay, the Lanczos, however you want to say it, but change it to the Lanczos. This is a key important thing to do here. And then keep this at common FPF value. And then right here, I've got mine set to 60 frames per second. I normally stream at 30 frames per second, but for the sake of the stream, I intentionally set it at 60 frames per second for the sake of teaching you guys a little bit of something. I normally stream at 30 frames per second, but as you can see, my computer can handle the 60 frames per second, but I choose personally to stream at 60 or 30 frames per second because I don't do high-end gaming. I don't stream Call of Duty anymore. I used to, but not anymore. So since I don't do high-end games that need 60 frames per second, there's no need for me to stream at 60 frames per second, and it lowers the amount of resources that I use, okay? So that don't feel ashamed to use 30 frames per second. You will barely see any resolution difference. Where you see the resolution difference is in the blurring, okay? Now, I look blur because, of course, I have a green screen, but the motion blur that you would get would be normally from 30 frames per second, okay? That's the only major difference between 30 and 60 is the motion blur. Outside of that, you will not see much of a difference. Now, moving forward, once you get these settings here, we're going to go move on to the advanced, okay? In the advanced tab, you have a few different things here. It will normally come into normal. I would recommend if you have an i5 or an i7 with 16 gigs of RAM or more, set it to above normal. Do not set this to high. Keep it at either normal or above normal. If you got 16 gigs of RAM or more, or an i5, i7 or higher, go to above normal. Okay, the process priority puts, again, more processing power to your OBS over the game. Okay, this way you don't have to worry about your dropping of frames and all that. Thank you for the bit, Sean Blitz. Throat is going a little bad, guys. So as you see, I have mine set to above normal. I've got a trick question. I game on a 250, 2560, 1440 monitor, but I run slobs at 1920 when I stream. Would I be setting slobs base resolution to 1920? You would set your, if OBS is on that monitor, you would have your base as the 1440. If OBS is on that monitor, yes, set your base as the 1440. Set your output to the 1080. Okay, the only difference is that it's maximizing your space. Okay, your output, what you see and what you're building on is not going to change. Your setting, your Windows setting, move that over. What you're seeing here in this box, in this little green highlighted box area, that will be your 1080 box. Whatever you output at this frame right here, this viewing box that you're seeing will always be at your output setting, not your viewing setting. So make sure you set your base setting at whatever your monitor is at, and your output setting no higher than 1080, depending on your bitrate setting and all that. Now, pulling back the settings over, again, no higher than above normal unless you have 64 or 128 gigs of RAM and you're running on an i9, or you have the same $5,000 computer that Harris Heller's running on. If you have that kind of a computer, liquid cooled with massive amounts of gigs and like 23080s, you know, okay, go ahead, throw it to the highest you can throw it, you know, but we're all probably running somewhere around the similar settings. Run it at above normal or normal. That's your go-to place for your process priority. And trust me, if above normal is too much and you can't handle it, then drop it down to normal. But start with above normal, do some test streams, see how it goes, see how it works, and then go to that high setting and then drop it down from above normal, then drop down to a normal if it's not enough. What is up, Bone Crusher? Hold on, I'm starting to lose my throat, guys. Hold on. Being the only person talking when no one else talking with me is hell on the throat, guys. But glad to have you here, Bone Crusher. Glad to have you here. Moving forward to video. This area here, pretty much you don't want to touch. You want to stay at NV12, 601, partial. Do not change those three settings. Leave it there as it is. The only thing you want to change is where it says force GPU as rendered device. If you have an AMD video card, a GTX, not a GT, but a GTX, RTX video card, put a check mark in the Force GPU as render. Okay, only if you have a high-end gaming card, video card, do you want a check mark on this. If you have a GT card or a lower-end stock built-in graphics card, do not put a check mark in there. Only if you have a high-end video card, you definitely want to put this in there. You're going to notice a big difference by having that check mark ticked with a high-end card. Tried, still catching up on rest from last week. Thanks for asking. How are you? Now, audio setting, pretty much simple. Whatever your monitor device is, be it speakers or headphones, you know, even though I can't hear out of this ear here, I'm legally deaf out of this ear, I can still hear out of this ear. So I have my headphones. Make sure you set where your headphone and monitoring is right here. Make sure there is no check mark on the disable audio ducking. You don't want a check mark here. Trust me on this. Recording format, leave it as it is. Replay buffer, leave it as it is. Stream delay, leave the settings as they are. Do not change the stream delay settings at all. Okay? Now, this automatically reconnect. If you have this setting, because I know that in OBS Studio it's worded differently, so it will not show up like this. Tabby Cat just hosted. Tabby Cat, thank you for the host. I greatly appreciate it. Stream love. But make sure you definitely enable the automatically reconnect if it is not enabled. Make sure you do 100% enable this. Okay, leave it at 10 and 20. Leave it at 10 and 20, but definitely do this. What happens is if you get disconnected from your stream, you know, for some reason or another, it will attempt to automatically reconnect you automatically so you don't have to do nothing, okay? But make sure you do this. The next thing you want to do, hang on, I'm starting to lose my voice, guys. I'm starting to lose my voice. This is not good. Bone Crusher hosted with the view. Bone Crusher, thank you for the host. Make sure you do this. Leave this bind to IP under your network settings, be it OBS Studio or Streamlabs OBS. Make sure you go to your network tab under the advanced tab. Put a check mark in the dynamically change bitrate when dropping frames while streaming. In Streamlabs or in OBS Studio, Richard, rip, it's not going to play John Blitz because I don't have it set up in this scene. But it'll be worded differently in OBS Studio, completely different, okay? But it'll say something like change your bit rate automatically, whatever. It'll say something different, but to the effect of dynamic bind IP.
No, don't show me your butthole.
Your IP, and there goes the butthole right there. That does work. But in OBS Studio, it will say something about binding the bit rate or binding the IP. Okay, wherever this is, keep the bind to IP at default. Do not change this. Only put a check mark at that one setting. What this does is that bit rate we set earlier, where mine is set to 6,000. Here's the key thing, guys. This is where it all sums up and comes together. Okay, so that's the reason why Cosmic, I said to go ahead and push to that 5,000. Go ahead and push that at 5,000. If you set this dynamically changed bit rate, what's going to happen is if your internet changes and slows down, it will automatically change temporarily that bit rate to the bit rate that you need while you're streaming until your internet is no longer bogged down, and then it'll automatically change back to the default settings that you have. So say where Cosmic Ricky sets his to 5,000. If his internet gets super bogged down and it starts getting to where he needs to go down, it'll automatically say jump him down to 3,500 and change that setting for him automatically. And then when his internet is no longer bogged down while he's streaming, it'll shoot him right back up to that 5,000. So it'll lower the quality just a hair, but for just enough to keep you from buffering on stream. A lot of times when you notice some streamers, they'll be streaming, all of a sudden their stream buffers for a little bit and then buffers for a little bit. This dynamically bind IP setting stops the buffering. Okay, you want to set the max bit rate, as I taught you earlier, to whatever your max is. For Cosmic, it's 5,000. For me, it's 6,000 because I have a higher rating internet. This setting will let you dynamically alter that setting to what you need to set it to based off your internet speed at that time. In case your internet, because we all know some of us have cable internet, and with having cable internet, which I know Blastbit can attest to this, sometimes a lot of people in your connected area can be on the internet at the same time, and it lowers your internet down. Okay, so your internet may be bogged down. This setting helps for that temporary lower internet speed, and then once it goes, it'll readjust back up. Back with food, it's nothing special, just leftover Kung Pao chicken. Hey, Kung Pao chicken is actually nice, so that is special. But that is a key setting, guys. That is a key setting. Make sure, if you don't have this and you've never had this set it ASAP. Set it ASAP, especially once you set your bit rate. I promise you, you will not have no buffering. Okay, you will never have buffering ever again with this setting. Okay, you may have a little bit of quality loss, but you won't buffer. Okay, I would rather have my quality lower than have a buffering. The buffering to me comes off to be a slight bit unprofessional. I would rather have lower quality than have a buffering issue. Okay, so again, make sure you check that. Now, moving down, if you don't have these two done, the sources enable browser source hardware acceleration. This is if you have a GTX or RTX or AMD card. Make sure you tick this because it's going to use your graphics card for all your hardware browser sources. I use a lot of browser sources, so it uses my GPU card, my graphics card, to help process that so there's no lag and no delay in those browser sources. And then I do enable the media file caching. If you have this option, do it, because what it does is it caches it in a different thing, so it doesn't have to go and search for those files and then load them up and then go and search for the files and load them up. It's automatically loaded up when you start your OBS. So there we go. Your settings, pretty much in a nutshell, those are the key settings. Now, if you were here earlier, I showed you about putting the check mark in this Twitch VOD setting. Why is this important? About to explain this. Make sure, if with those who are new here and missed this, when you're in the output setting under your streaming tab, put a check mark in this. What is the Twitch VOD setting for? Pretty much for those of you having DMCA issues with DMCA strikes. Okay, this is how you bypass DMCA. Okay, and I'll show you here in just a second. Once we do this, the Twitch VOD will be set to audio 2. So what we do is we're going to come here to my mixer, and I'm going to click on this little cog, and it brings up this stuff here. Now, as you see in my music right here, my wavelength stream has the 2 marked. Okay, everything listed under track 2 will go to my VOD. Okay, everything in 2 will go to the VOD. So as you see, my wavelength audio is going to audio number 2. However, my music, because it's unmarked, will not go to the VOD. When you watch this VOD later, any music that I play will not play in my VOD. You will not hear the music. You will only hear it when I stream live. It will not be recorded on Twitch's side, meaning you can play music that has DMCA issues with it and slight little bypass. Little secret tip, guys. Little secret tip. No way, I didn't. Now you do. And as they say with G.I. Joe, knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe. Okay. So anyway, knowing is half the battle, guys. That, make sure you set this setting with that Twitch VOD tick mark so you can come in here and set your music to an individual layer. Dr. Lucy J. Hey, I got me some Fallout 76 on recommendation. Gotta go. Hey, do what you gotta do, Lucy. Do what you got to do. I saw you on last night, sent you a message on Steam. Take it easy, do your staff meeting, have fun. Glad to see you on 76. I had a secret tip once, I didn't like it. Hey, secret tips are secret tips. But just to prove this, that was you, that was me. Sir Socrates was me. Let me type it in here so you can see it again. Sophocrates was me. There goes the bonk. The bonk's not going to work until I'm in the other scene. But let me go ahead and show you guys. Let me pull up my music. And I'm going to show you guys. Just to prove to you guys that I can play music without it being. We're going to go to 80s hits. These are actual DCMA 80s music, like right here. We're going to play this. Aha, Take On Me. We can go to Maniac. How about some Toto? Oh, well, hey, here, let's go to something everybody knows. A little bit of Journey. Gotta love 80s music, huh? Just a small town boy living in a lonely world. But yeah, here's some Footloose. I can play all this music all day long with no issues of DMCA strikes at all. So, like I said, right here, this music you're hearing, I'll guarantee you, when we watch the VOD, you're not going to hear this music. Even YouTube people won't hear this music. No issues with DMCA strikes ever again with those two settings I just showed you. So now, as you see, I closed the music out. But right there, ladies and gentlemen, an easy way to bypass your DMCA settings right there. Okay. Now, how does this work? Well, hey, wait a minute. I can't pump my music separately. Yes, you can. There's ways to bypass it. You can easily set a browser source and use the Spotify web browser. You can do like me, get an Elgato Wave microphone, which lets you have the Wavelink software, which is a virtual mixer software to let me have an individual track, so I can put that individual audio track into my as an audio capture device in my OBS. Or we can switch monitors here real quick, guys. Or you can go to this link right here that I showed you guys, and I'll put it in there again. Drop it in there for the newcomers right there. Voice Meter Potato. Okay, literally, it's pretty much the same thing as the Wavelink mixer. The only difference is you don't have to have a Wavelink microphone to get this. Now, the Wavelink, Voice Meter Potato does have some slight issues that I used it. I taught a person whose name will be remain nameless, but I taught this person how to use it, and then they started claiming that they taught themselves how to use it, but they didn't. We're not going to go there. I'm not about drama. But I taught them how to use this. I was using it for the longest time. Onyx Demon knows when I was using this, and every so often it has a engine issue that you have to restart the engine because it would go to static and stuff like that. And I got tired of having to restart the engine and be like, hold on, ladies and gentlemen, let me restart my audio engine. Hold on, ladies, let me restart my audio engine. So it's good for what it is. It's great, but I just got tired of having to restart my engine every so often. So I ended up footing the money with my Twitch payout to buy an Elgato Wave microphone to get the virtual mixer, Wavelink mixer that it comes with. Okay, this comes down to the start small, grow big. Okay, every time you get a Twitch payout, put that Twitch payout back into your stream. Okay, so let me switch screens real quick, guys. So anyway, with that said, you know, you don't have to ever worry about a DMCA setting because you can easily pump that individual music device in a separate channel in your outputs right there and cut that music out. Anytime you guys want to have this information, join my Discord. Let me pop my Discord link in there, if I can spell. Right there, that's my Discord. Make sure when you join my Discord, it's going to get you to read the rules, and then at the bottom rules, it's going to ask you to accept the rules. Once you click that little green check mark, it opens up the magical portal to the time grid. Okay, so once you're into the time grid, you'll see everything there. You'll be a part of the Discord. You can go to the individual channels. You'll be able to go to my paranormal discussion channel. You'll be able to go to my Sunday Stream Salvation channel, and a lot of other streams that I do. All the information is posted there. All those notes that I went over today and you saw in that notepad, that text file from the notepad is going into the Sunday Stream Salvation file to where you can download it. Links, everything. Being a part of my Discord, you can hit me up one-on-one messages to where we can do a one-on-one session that I can get you to share your screen, or I can share mine and show you things as we go. Okay. So yeah, if you ever need that, hit me up. The other thing you can do is social. Right there. That the one link to rule them, one link to bind them. That has all my socials in there, including my YouTube. Okay, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube, because I always put my Twitch VODs over to YouTube. The reason being is after a certain period of time, Twitch deletes their VODs. Okay, and then those VODs are lost forever. Okay, so to do that, I put them over on YouTube. Now, there is a bypass to the Twitch VOD deletion, and to do that, I'm going to show you a little secret if you want to keep your VODs on Twitch, okay? But I would recommend putting them on YouTube. Social presence, you always want to have a web presence, everybody, a social media presence. But what we're going to do is we're going to go back to the media screen, and we're going to go to Twitch here, guys. And I'm going to show you a little secret. As you can see, I got a lot of friends streaming. Like, there's Nether Strike streaming.
Working on the weakness as an artist
streaming,
for a few years, and I was doing this as a side project
streaming. But what we're going to do is we're going to go over here to the profile.
Felt was pretty
and we're
good.
going to go to Creator Dashboard. Oh, actually, wrong. Hang on. Let me go back. That was a boo-boo. We want to go to Video Producer. Go to your Video Producer. Now, under your Video Producer, as you can see, I'm already broadcasting here. So we're going to use this one right here, which is my Fallout 76 stream. But see this button, highlight? You would click the highlight button. And believe it or not, you can actually highlight the whole stream. Okay? Once you do this and process that highlight, Twitch does not delete your highlights or your clips. They're there to stay. Uploading last night's stream right now to YouTube's nice, Gherkin. Nice. Smart move. Twitch VODs are a really good way to go. But you can highlight your whole stream. I've got to run, but I'll definitely be watching the VODs. No problem. Glad to have you here, Cosmic. Glad to have you here. Join my Discord so I can help you if you ever need. I love helping people. Now, as you see right here, guys, okay, you can easily highlight this whole stream and save it on Twitch if you want. I don't save mine because I put mine on YouTube. There's no need to do it, but some people don't have a YouTube yet, and they don't care to have a YouTube. They focus on Twitch only. If you're a Twitch only person, this is for you. Highlight your whole stream, save it, boom, there you go. You will not lose that VOD ever again as long as you highlight it. The VOD will delete, but the highlight of the whole stream won't delete. Secret little tip. Okay, another secret tip, guys, as you'll see in my stream, I'm gonna go ahead and show you real quick, and then I'm gonna show you how to get it. I have lots and lots of emotes. I'm gonna show you all my emotes, and all of my emotes I made myself. See all those emotes? And I'm not a partner. Okay, now most people know that you get more emotes for being a partner. Okay, there's a little trick, and I'm gonna go ahead and teach you this. I've already taught Tabitha. Blastbit Metal Drumming knows it. Here's a little secret, guys. Here's a little secret. We're gonna go over to where was it at? Content. Is it content? No, it wasn't content. Hang on. Yeah, so affiliate. We're gonna go to affiliate, guys. Actually, yeah, affiliate. Sorry, it's been a while since I've done this. Yes, we're gonna leave. Now, see, as it says here, we moved the emotes. We're going to be going to our emotes page. As you see here, you have your tier 1, your tier 2, and your tier 3 emotes, okay? Twitch gives you what is called your bit tier emotes. Every time you share bits, you unlock certain of my emotes. And as you see here, you got bit emotes, okay? So even more emotes, guys. You can have loads of more emotes just from this right here. Super simple to do. And with the bit emotes, unlike the Twitch emotes where for most of you, it takes a few days to a month for it to process, my emotes take like literally seconds to process. But these bit tier emotes, no matter whether you're like me and have gone as many days as I've gone without issues, you pretty much get these instantly. Whether you've had strikes against you or not. Every time you have a DMCA strike, that's a bad point against you, and it keeps you from having that instant emote upload. But right here, these are always instant emote uploads right here. Super secret tip right there. Get yourself a bunch of emotes, okay? Now, as I said, I do a lot of my own emotes, guys. I do graphics, I do intros. All my intros I do myself. One of Tabitha's intros I did. Let me go ahead and show you guys. This is basically shameless plugs for my own work, guys. So we're going to drop out of that real quick, and we're going to load up my Discord so you guys can see my Discord. And we're going to go to my graphics tab right here. Now, as you see right here, I'm showing off custom Joker emotes that I made. These are my Joker emotes. They're animated emotes for Stremdeck. That little green gas runs around the purple. So it's a green gas running around, Smilex gas running around. So it's my Joker emotes. But there's a close-up of it, see? That's letting you see what it looks like. But as you can see here, I do graphics, guys. I actually own my own company called New Law Media, where I do a lot of graphics. And I do a lot of graphics for a lot of people. Lots of graphics. Overlays. I do hand drawing. I do a lot of graphics. So if you ever need emotes, intros, graphic art, hit me up. I got you. I'm a lot cheaper than most of your Fiverr people out there. The reason why I'm cheaper, and there goes my merch store in the channel right there as well. Some of these things, like my retroactive spoofs here, the G.I. Joe one, the Back to the Future, and that, there's a lot of these shirts and merch. These are images for my merch. I also have stuff for you guys, like my toss a coin to your streamer, high on streams, wear the streams, to advertise your own personal streams. But again, one of the things that I do for my graphics, guys, is I give you the high-res image and the emote image, okay? So the emote that I create for you can be used with the high-res image as a merch item as well. So when you pay for me at the low cost that I charge, and Sabbatha, and if Baron Von Wolf are here, Baron can tell you the same thing. Onyx Demon, he's got some for me as well. Tabitha, Blastbit, Baron, and Onyx can tell you I'm very, very, very inexpensive, and as you see, I do quality work, okay? So I know this is a shameless plug and you're not here to see me advertise myself, but yes, this is the moment for me to slightly advertise myself. But if you ever need video intros, if you ever need anything, like I said, one of my intros I do all my intros. Check out my streams, you'll see them. Just a small little shameless plug. Now, going back to the chatting screen real quick. As you can see, I got my Razer keyboard. I got my loop deck here, the goody one. You can advert as much as you want. I know. I just feel, for some reason, I feel slightly bad about it. But as you see, I have the loop deck live, guys, because I had the volume's set here. It does control certain volumes. It doesn't control my wavelength. I'm working on making this control the wavelength software. It's working on it, but it's getting there. But anyway, I do have, this is kind of like a stream deck. I do not advise using this. If you're a graphic artist, yes, get this for a graphic artist. This is wonderful for Adobe Premiere, Adobe After Effects, for Photoshop, for if you use Blender, if you use DaVinci. You know, if you use a video editor or a photo editor, this is for you, not for streamers. Even though they label it as streamers, do not get it if you're a streamer. I advise you not to. Okay, trust me on this. I only ever use this for my video and photo work only. Okay. Otherwise, stick with the Stream Deck, be it the 9 button, the 15 button, or the 32 button. I have both of those. Okay, this is where you want to go. Okay, is in these two right here. There's so many things that you can do with it. Let me show you some of the cool things that you can do. Give me a second to switch back to the screen and pull up the software. They recently just updated their software. But let me pull that into stream real quick, guys. So as you see here, one of the updates they had is this right here is their store. So they give you a lot of updates of what's going on new at the with Elgato and all their software, all their hardware. So this way you can stay up to date with stuff. But you have your plugins that you can get, all their plugins right here, easy to install. You can search what you want up here at the top. You know, you can actually go here to icons, all their different icons right here that you can get to alter the look of your Stream Deck. Furthermore, they got music. You can easily play these music right here. You can't hear it right now, but I can hear it. But it lets you hear the music, and then you can download it and tag it to your Stream Deck. Okay, I'll show you how to do this here in a moment. They also have sound effects. Okay, you have different sound effects. Once you've downloaded these, okay, you come here and you can go to your soundboard, drag a sound over. Okay, you can either pull up an individual file right here from your own files, your own sounds, okay, from MP3s that you've downloaded, or if you click here to the sound effects, it brings this window back up, and if you had any downloaded, you'd be able to attach the one you downloaded to that button. Same as with your music. Super, super, super simple, okay? Stream Deck is one of those devices that you want. Start small, grow big. When you get your first Twitch payout, go for a Stream Deck. I recommend starting with a 15 button. You can go with a 9 button if you want to save money. You can, if you want to be Mr. Baller, you know, you can go for the 32 button, but I recommend, until you learn it, to stay somewhere in the middle with the 15 button. When you learn it, do like I did. I started with the 15 and then I moved up to the 32, you running both of them. But some of the things you can do, like my intro, one of the secrets to my intro, guys, is this right here. Is a multi-action, okay? It starts off switching to the intro scene, then it plays a delay, then it switches to the chat screen, unmutes my microphone, and plays the applause sound. It runs all these in a sequence without me doing anything but pressing one button. So there you go, all that awesomeness right there. If there's anything that you want to see next Sunday, okay, let me know. Let me switch back to the screen, guys. So if there's anything that you want to see next Sunday, that you want to learn more in depth, let me know. Either hit me up in Discord, hit me up in a Twitch message, hit me up in a YouTube message. Let me know what you want to learn. I will be glad to teach you what it is you want to learn with streaming, okay? Some of you were wondering, because I know John Blitz wanted to get the bonk in, so let me get my bonk in so y'all guys can see this. It's a channel point right there. So there's the bonk. Everybody has their bonk. I had to have my bonk. That's my bonk. I also have my hydrate button called the Surf's Up. So there's my hydrate button right there, guys. I like to go above and beyond for the things that I do. So if there's ever anything that you want to learn, let me know. Hit me up. If you want me to teach you, hey, who knows? I might do the one-on-one with you here on stream. Get to advertise your own stream here on my stream, okay, as we do some cool stuff for your stream and get your OBS settings, or teach you some kind of video editing technique in Adobe Premiere or After Effects, or teaching you how to do graphics or whatever. If you want to learn it, let me know. We can set up something, be it one-on-one off stream or one-on-one on stream. Let me know what you want to learn, guys, and I got you. Now, it's almost time for me to head out. Don't go nowhere, guys. I'm about to explain some stuff to you. One, I do what's called Stream Love. Okay, I like to raid out, because when I started streaming, I didn't have no viewers. I was struggling, and my friend Downy Tortoise dropped me a 15-person raid that literally changed the history of my streaming. Okay, so one raid can make a difference. Okay, so I like to raid other people and share stream love to them and make their day. Okay, this gives you a chance to find somebody new to watch. You may like them, you may not like them. If you don't like them after 5 minutes, leave. You're welcome to leave. If you like them, follow them, possibly subscribe. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and raid out. Tomorrow, guys, is Monday, Mystery Monday, my paranormal discussion stream, guys. My paranormal discussion stream. If you're into UFOs, paranormal investigations, ghosts, the Bigfoot, Loch Ness Monster, everything paranormal, I teach that stuff, as well as doing ghost caught on camera debunking. We actually debunk for 2 hours ghost caught on camera videos. Okay, so be here tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, 7 p.m. Eastern, Monday night. So we can actually go over that. I'm currently doing what's called Paranormal 101, where I teach you the proper paranormal investigation, not the TV bullshit, fake shit. Okay, everybody mimics what they see on TV, like freaking Zach Bagans. Okay, that's fake. That's all fake. If you want the is the 8-ball coming back? I have a question. The pseudo 8-ball is there. I don't have the video 8-ball, but the 8-ball is in there. So if you drop an 8-ball command in there, command 8-ball with your question, it should work. But I don't have the video 8-ball. But make sure you're here, and I will teach you how to do the proper paranormal investigation, Paranormal 101, from tools, gears, procedures, the whole 9 yards. I'll teach you the different types of entities, how to decipher between what is an orb, what's not an orb, you know, what is a demon, what's not a demon, how to stay away from demons, the whole 9 yards. But give me a second to see who is live right now and who needs some stream love. Okay, I got two choices for you guys. Is Rachel a genius? Sure. Hey, I'm a genius, guys. 8-ball said it. 8-ball said it. I'm a genius. Okay, so I'm going to let you guys, I'm going to pull a Tabitha Sabbatha. I'm going to let you guys pick who I raid. Do you want to raid into some Jackbox, or do you want to raid into some World of Warcraft? Go ahead and pick between World of Warcraft or Jackbox. Let me know what you guys want to view. Give me an idea what you want to view. Jackbox or World of Warcraft. We got one for Jackbox. Here, how about this? You want to see. We're going to do this the Tabitha Sabbatha way. You got 2 minutes, guys. 2 minutes to vote. 2 minutes to vote. There we go. We're going to go based off what everybody picks right there. Shift 8-ball. Does Zach Bagans shave his balls? Not sure. I love it, SoCat. I love it. So go ahead and get your votes in, guys. Go ahead and get your votes in. And we're going to raid whatever comes up, that's what we're going to raid out to make this properly fair. We're going to do a raid, but make sure you get your votes in right now. We got a few minutes before the vote's up. Whatever it ends up being, that's what we're going to raid out. Now, when we do raid, like I said, this is all about stream love, sharing some love to another streamer. Okay, hashtag raid, hashtag retroactive 8-ball. Is Zach Fagan's a pussy? The answer is within your So anyway, hashtag raid, hashtag retroactive, hashtag stream love. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, ever since I was 10 years old, all I've ever dreamed about was making movies and TV shows. I say this all the time. You guys allow me to live my dream, because this is the closest I can get to making TV shows or movies. So I appreciate you guys for letting me come close to my dreams. Okay, it's looking like Jackbox won, so we're gonna go ahead and go out to Jackbox. We're going to share some stream love, guys. We're going to share some stream love. Hashtag raid, hashtag retroactive. I love each and every single one of you. Thank you all for being here. I'm going to wait till everybody has a chance for it to load through, and then we're going to send the raid out. Here we go, guys. Love each and every one of you.